What's up guys, welcome back to another Boros Energy video. Today we're trying out Voice of Victory from the new Tarkir Dragonstorm set. Before we get into the video, I want to give a shout out to our newest YouTube channel members, William Tubbs, Mark Kufa, and Jin Rummy. Thank you so much for your support. So as we all know, Boros Energy has a very established list, so trying to find better cards that can possibly fit in the deck can be difficult. Fortunately, with the new set, we have a lot to test. So to start, we have Voice of Victory. Voice of Victory has Mobilize 2, so when it attacks, it makes 2 1/1s. We have to sacrifice them at our end step, but that's not the biggest deal. And then also it says your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. So it's basically like the Fairy Time Raveler on a creature. There's a lot of reasons we don't really care about sacrificing the tokens. One, we have Goblin Bombardment, so we can sacrifice those tokens before they sacrifice themselves. Two, we have Guide of Souls, so when they come in, they trigger Guide of Souls, we get to gain the life and energy. And then three, we have Ocelot Pride. So if we have the City's Blessing and we stack the end step correctly, we can actually double those tokens that we don't have to sacrifice. So the synergy with Voice of Victory, Ocelot Pride, and Guide of Souls is just even better now. Adding on Goblin Bombardment with a Johnny, you can just go crazy wide and one-shot your opponent. The rest of the list is pretty stock. For our flex spots, we're running 1 Fable and 1 Seasoned Pyromancer in order to fit 4 Voice of Victory. There are some lists that are shaving on some Static Prison, maybe Goblin Bombardment, if you want to fit some more flex spots in here. There's no correct number of Fable or Season that you play. It's all preference. Speaking of preference, moving to the sideboard, everyone has a different sideboard, so it just depends on what you're trying to fight in the meta and what you prefer. For us, we have 1 Deafening Silence for combo decks, Orm's Chant for combo decks, Amulet, Tron, 1 Stony Silence for artifact decks, Wrath of the Skies for board wipes, Obsidian Charmaw, Molten Rain, and Blood Moon for either Eldrazi, Amulet, Greedy Mana decks, 2 Wear Terror for artifacts and enchantments, and then 1 Ghost Vacuum for graveyard decks. So that is Boros Energy featuring the new Voice of Victory. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so I have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Finally, we are a new Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save 20% on your first subscription, all the information is in the section down below. So if you want to see more energy content like this, and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, so this is game 2. I forgot to hit record on game 1, but we ended up winning, which was awesome. We are up against Izzet Wizards. Pretty tough fight with all the removal they have, but we were able to grind them out. This hand, we're definitely going to keep. All we brought in was Ghost Vacuum because they're a Snapcaster deck, and they just have a lot of recursion. Double Surveil land, not very good. So we're just going to go Bloodstain into Sacred Foundry, Guide of Souls, and we've gotten Stern Scolding like every time last game, which is fine because they can use it on this, and then Voice of Victory, Thundertrap Trainer. We get to land this, then they have to bolt it. They take out Counterspell, Ragavan, play Voice. So they're definitely going to bolt this main phase. There you go. They do attack. We do get the dash in Ragavan. Another land, not very good. They fetch. Just Counterspell. Nice. Okay, I'll take a Counterspell for that. We will Surveil. Another land. Jesus. All right. Just Flood and Heart here. Nice to be able to surveil those away. Arena of Glory. Is this Crackling Drake? It is. Okay. So we are going to Static Prison this, and then I guess Flage this. This charge is pretty good. I'm assuming they don't have Force. Cast Flage. Eat that. We want to get rid of their Wizards because they have Flame of Anor. And then we'll Static Prison this. Unfortunately, we can't kill it yet because we don't have enough energy. And then we'll just pass. Hoping to, I guess, Flage next turn without Arena of Glory. Draw Ocelot Pride. Cast Flage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assuming it gets countered here. Pretty easy counterspell for them. Archmage Charm. Oh, Sink into Stupor. Okay. Elegant Parlor. Goblin Bombardment. No. I keep putting Bombardment to the graveyard. Our draws aren't just like lining up for that yet. I go land. Another Thundertrap. Into Archmage Charm. So they do have the hard counter again. Another Flage. Cast Flage. See if they just hard counter this. Wow, okay. Another Sink in the Stupor. Jeez. Play Ocelot Pride. We're going to discharge this now while they're tapped out. It'll help with the energy as well. We get another turn at least. So we know they have Archmage Charm. Are they going to want to draw 2 or just counter this? Or did they draw something awesome? Don't tell me they drew another Crackling Drake. Flame of Anor, draw 2. Into. Is this another Thundertrap? Or is this a Murktide? It's a Murktide. Yikes. Alright. Draw another Ocelot Pride. Wish we had a Guide of Souls. Cast Flage. Gain some life. Play another Ocelot Pride. What sucks is that this is going to come out of Static Prison and they're going to get to draw a card. We do have a lot of cats, but we'll see if that's good enough. We know they have the counter spell for this Flage. Flame of Anor, draw 2. They do attack, and they do get this back. It's a 7/4. We draw the Guide of Souls. Let's play Guide of Souls. See if this eats the counter. Oh, Stern Scolding. Jesus. Play Flage. This should eat the counter as well. They Shotgun Steam Fence. Yeah, just hard countered. Yeah, now we just lose. We attack with all. They block here. They go to 5. And then they have lethal on the crackback. I don't think there's anything else we want. Like, we just have to get lucky and hope they don't have just everything like that. On the play for game 3. And we will keep this. This is some Guide Pride. One of these have to live, right? We just don't want to draw any more lands. Play Marsh Flats, Sacred Foundry, Guide of Souls. So here you can go Ocelot Pride, expect it to die, then go Guide of Souls, Surveil Land, or you can just go Guide of Souls into Ocelot Pride, Surveil Land, or something like that. But it's going to die regardless, so kind of doesn't matter what you do. Another Guide of Souls. Let's shock this in, play Guide, play Pride. We just want to flood the board here, because they all have like single targeted removal. So if they can't keep up with all the removal, we can kind of go away. Stone of Eric. I don't care about that. Ghost Vacuum. Let's attack. I mean, I guess, again, this is what we did before. We could have played a Johnny and triggered all of these, and then we could have attacked for more with the energy. All right, well, pretty big board. Curious how they get out of this. They just have bolts and unholy heats. This is pretty obnoxious. The cracked polluted delta. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Snapcaster Mage. They target bolt. We just Ghost Vacuum it, and they concede. That could be just that easy. Match 2 on the play. We can keep this hand. It's a 4-land hand, but we have Guide Pride and Flexible Thraben Charm, so I don't mind it. We'll just lead off on a Sacred Foundry. Hopefully Guide lives. We can kind of pop off. Guide of Souls, pass. Mountain, does not look like Guide's going to live. This is Burn. Oh, no. I was going to say this would be amazing, but then we probably wouldn't like sequence like this if we knew. We want them to tap out so we can get some sort of life gain. And of course we draw land, which is literally the worst draw possible. Draw Ocelot Pride, or play Ocelot Pride and pass. Do not want any more lands. Mountain. So this looks to be like Burn. They're just going to kill all the lifelink. Swift Spear. Damn, they have double bolt. It's pretty unfortunate. Sometimes you'll get lucky and they have like all face stuff, but this is really good for them. All right, we'll fetch, get a Surveil Land. Another land, Jesus. Creature. Dude, come on. This is insane. Just 3 lands in a row. I'll just pass the turn, probably die. This is a very favorable matchup unless you draw like this. And they have Eidolon. Lava Spike. Weird sequencing, but okay. It's not really going to matter. Get in for 2. We have to Surveil again. Guide of Souls, keep on top. Play Plains. Play Guide of Souls, get pinged. Most likely just dead unless they have all lands in hand. But the chances of that is very low. So we have to block here. If they have removal, we're dead. Like, we're dead no matter what they have. Apparently it's not instant speed, but it's Skewer. I don't know why they didn't just Skewer Guide of Souls and win. I mean, I guess they can win like a million ways, so it's not really going to matter. Yeah, okay. Those draws are just incredibly unlucky. 3, 4 lands into just nothing. We don't really have anything for this matchup. We can bring in Wear Tears for Eidolon and Whirling Vortex. Gonna take out Thraben Charm. Wrath could be good, but not really. Let's try this. All right, on the play for game 2. We will keep this. Like, we have so much life gain. This match should just be... This match is typically a bye, but you can get unlucky like that and just not work out there. So we're gonna start with Ocelot Pride. Now we actually want lands. So we can, depending on what they do, we can shock in Sacred Foundry, kill their creature. We're gonna have to shock this in regardless to maybe play Goblin Bombardment. They just play land go, Wear Tear. See if they actually let us connect here. Get in with Ocelot Pride. No, there's no way, right? They bolt this. Oh my god, I skipped through. No, I skipped through my second main. That sucks. And they have Eidolon. That's brutal, skipping through that. Because now if we draw a land, we could Phage this. Draw Johnny. Yeah, that sucks. Now we just wasted 2 life for nothing. Play Johnny. Take 4 damage for no reason. And they have the Vortex. Okay. So we do have the Wear Tear for that. They don't get in. We lose 1. Assuming they activate this. Guide of Souls. We'll discharge this. We could attack with the cat and see if they want to trade, but they're probably not going to. Kill that. Attack with both here. I'm actually going to hold up Tear for their end step. So that way we can hopefully draw land and Phage. I play Fiery Islet. See if they crack that immediately. Rift Bolt. Alright, we will destroy this. Come on, land. And hopefully they don't have like Skull Crack. Land is good. Let's actually cast Goblin Bombardment here. We could Phage here as well. Because we know they have Rift Bolt on Suspend, I'm going to probably Surveil with this. See what they send the Rift Bolt at. See what they actually target with removal. So they did have the Skull Crack. Okay. So it's good to play around that. I'm assuming they just target face. They do. 2 cards in hand, up to 3. They have a redraw with Fiery Islet. We could just be dead. And then they had the Skull Crack to prevent everything. Skewer. Are we just dead? Lava Spike, yeah. Into this. Yeah, there was honestly nothing we could do. They had the Skull Crack for Phage. Alright, match 3 on the play. We can keep this. It's a 2-lander. We have turn 1 Ragavan into Voice or a Johnny. Alright, we'll play Sacred Foundry. Cast Ragavan. There's a Saga. Is this Titan? No, it's not Titan. Jesus. All right. What do they have? Really crazy start here. And a portable hole. Jesus. All right. Another Flage. Not very good. Let's get out of Johnny. This Flage is not looking too good. They have an active Urza Saga that is going to be pumping out like 8/8s. And we're just going to lose that way. Yeah, we just like solo lose the Urza Saga here. Draw the Sacred Foundry. Let's Spyro. Gonna pitch the Flages. Can't really do anything against this, so we're gonna have to pass. Make a construct. See if they have the Shadow Spear. Yeah, they just literally make 8/8s here. They do have the Shadow Spear. Yeah, we're just dead. We'll take a draw step, but lost the Urza Saga. Springleaf Drum. And the Kappa. Jesus, alright. Yeah, they had the Knot, so nothing you can do about that. Against them, we want Stony Silence, Wear Tear, Blood Moon, Wrath the Skies. What do we want to take out? They're really fast. I think some amount of Flages. Voice, probably not very good. Maybe some Discharge. We'll try that. On the play. Alright, we'll keep it. It's Guide Pride. No sideboard cards, but this is pretty good as long as we can dodge like Portable Hole or just like their nut draw. Sacred Foundry, Guide of Souls. At least we have Static Prison for a construct. Mox Opal. Does this mean they don't have a land? They do have a land. They have like Galvanic, Springleaf Drum. Alright, Arena of Glory, not very good right now. Play Marsh Flats. Oh my god, what am I messed up. Yeah, alright, we'll play Ocelot Pride. I just messed that whole thing up. I wanted to get a Surveil land. We just play Ocelot Pride with Sacred Foundry and we're good. The only reason to get planes here is in case you draw a Blood Moon, but it doesn't really matter with Blood Moon here, and they don't have an Urza Saga right now. So that was just stupid. Play Tameo. Assuming... Alright, let's just Flage. Get rid of Tameo. Attack with all. Pump Guide. Hopefully we can just like recover from this. We have the Static Prison just in case. There's Urza Saga. Into their own Flage. Jeez, okay, they're gonna kill Ocelot Pride. Draw another one. Pretty good. Cast that. Attack with everything. We will play this tapped and pass. So next turn they can make a construct at instant speed, so we can't really... We can only get in with like Guide of Souls, I guess. 1, 2, 3. We'll have a Wear Tear. Or just Blood Moon or something. Tapped Hallowed Fountain. They make a construct main phase in order to do something. I don't know why they do this main phase. I guess they have... Let's just like bait the counter spot. Oh, okay. Yeah, they just concede. Much, much better. It's crazy they have Flage. It makes me want like Ghost Vacuum. I mean, again, Molten Rain's tempting just for the sagas. Discharges. I kind of want the discharges back. Ghost Vacuum, I think I'm still going to leave out. I think on the draw, I'll take out like 2 Ragavan. And try that. And this is a 1-lander. Pretty nice overall, but can't keep this. This is another 1-lander, but we're not going to throw it back. We're going to put back Flage. Bank on drawing a land. We have the Wear Tear for Saga, Discharge for Tameo, Steam Vents, Tameo. Really good hand if we can draw some lands. There we go. Let's go Sacred Foundry. Discharge this immediately. You could also argue holding up Tear just for when they play Urza Saga, but then that means they get to get in, make a clue token, and then get their Metalcraft more easily. So you don't want that to happen. And then they can use it to draw. Alright. Razortide Bridge into Mox Amber. And again, so that's why you kill Tameo, so that Mox Amber does nothing. So because their board's clear, Goblin Bombardment's tempting, but I think I'm going to play out Voice of Victory. It turns off all their interactive spells, especially if they have like a Rebuke or something like that, or burn spells. They have to use it on this. And this is a pretty good clock with Goblin Bombardment. Mishra's Bauble. Thoughtcast. Assuming they find a land. Mishra's Bauble. Okay, so they do have... Oh, another Bauble. Really hoping to dodge Kappa. Draw Arena. So let's go... I think we can... Can we beat a Kappa Cannoneer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say we can. They didn't draw another land, so it's tempting to kill this Opal or Static Prison it or something. But if we get in for 3, I think this should be fine. Attack. So we attack, get all the triggers, and then we ping them for 2. So let's see if they have the Kappa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, they do have it. It's a 5/5. With word 4, we draw another Wear Tear. They also can't attack. Like, they can if they want. Pretty awkward. So we could attack for 4 here. I think we take the turn off, and hopefully they don't have another Kappa. Another Kappa would be pretty brutal. Jesus, dude, come on. Second Kappa. Pretty unfortunate. Now they can get in. Alright, I guess... Man, this sucks. Yeah, I guess we get rid of the Opal. Really didn't think I'd have to do that. Another Guide of Souls is pretty good. Play Guide. I'll attack with Voice. Pay 3. Go back up to 19. Ping them here. Ping them to 6. So they only have 3 cards in hand. They'd have to, like, splurge out in order to get there. Pithing Needle. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna name Goblin Bombardment, and we can just wear tear it, or wear it. They pump up both. Oh, that's annoying. They don't have green, notably, so that's fine, actually. 15. They crack Bauble. Crack Bauble. See if they get in with both. Just one. Yeah, they're dead in the air, so it doesn't really matter what they do here. We also have Static Prism. Eat that. Yeah, they're just dead on board. And we draw Ocelot Pride. Insult to injury. We'll cast that up. Gain 12. Attack with everything. Give this flying. Yes. Give this flying. Whenever they block, we just sack. They don't gain life. We could just sack the whole board and just kill them. There you go. Match 4 on the play. This hand's fine. We have 3 lands, 4 spells. Pretty solid overall. Can lead off on a Ragavan into Pride Bombardment. Play Ragavan. Pass the turn. Blood Crypt. Is this a Fatal Push or a Thoughtseize? Alright, I guess they're gonna Fatal Push this. Tarfire. Okay. So this is Hollow One. Bloodstained Mire. Probably could have gotten a Plains here, but it's okay. Go Guide. Pride. Could also play out Goblin Bombardment before all of this as well. Oh, is it Goblins? Oh, okay. Pretty good draw. Let's get a Plains. This is tough. So we have to kill Snoop. Let's kill Snoop and just play Goblin Bombardment. I think that's fine. Because then we can just machine gun down anything else they will pay. Put on God of Souls. And then next turn we'll play Ocelot Pride. This is just like the safer play. They probably couldn't win if we play Snoop and do all this anyway, so maybe we could have played Pride and done something else. Goblin Matron. They get another Snoop into a land. So I'll play the land. Attack with all. They just chump a cat. We're fine with this because we were just going to ping that anyway. Play another Ocelot Pride. And they just concede. Yeah, this is a really good start for us, and they were a little slow, so it worked out well for us. Alright, so against Goblin combo, we want Wrath Disguise. I think that's it. I'm not going to bring in Wear Tear for Vial or Stony Silence. Typically, Ragavan's not very good, especially on the draw. We'll do 2 Ragavan out, 2 Wrath in, and I think that's good. Alright, we're going to keep this. We don't have any removal, so it's a little sketch, but we can't really throw this back. It's like too good. They play Mog Fanatic. Maybe they don't always have it. So what sucks about this is it can kill Ocelot Pride. So we're just going to chill. I don't mind surveilling here. I'm looking for like Static Prison or Gal of Discharge. They play Cavern of Souls. See if they have the Snoop. Skirk Prospector. And they're holding up a mana. We'll surveil. Flage to the yard. That is removal, but like a little slow. We draw another land. Not the greatest. Go Mesa. Plains. Get Voice. Definitely don't want any more lands. Unless it's Arena of Glory and we have enough to cast Flage. They do have the Snoop. With Tarfire on top, Blood Crypt untapped. They have a lot of mana. They get in with both. I'm gonna block here. If they want to Tarfire this, they can. I don't mind getting this off the field. Dude, come on. Another land. And they have the Snoop. I think we have to, like, dig. I'm just gonna play Fable out. Get another Plains. Oh, they have a Goblin Matron. Is this the win? I think it is if they just... No, this goes to hand. So we have to dig looking for some removal for Snoop. But they have a Snoop in hand also, which is a problem. These draws did not work out. A little slow for us. So they can go grab the other piece of the combo. Yeah, they get Harbinger. And they have a Braid on top. So we have to loot away lands looking for removal for Snoop, but then they just have Harbinger anyway, and then they win. I think it's a lose-lose here. We'll try though. We have 3 draw steps for something. Maybe Wrath would be pretty good. Oh, they just play... No, they can't play Bogart here. Okay, double Snoop. So now we need 2 forms. We draw the Wrath. Oh my god, beautiful. Loot away these 2 lands. Attack. Make a treasure. No blocks. We'll go white, white. Shock this in. X equals 2. Pay 2. Play Ocelot Pride. Yeah, the fact that they played out the double Snoop was smart because they're playing around singleton removal, but because we had the Wrath. And we had 3 looks at it. Pretty lucky for us, though, to draw that. Now we can start making cats as long as they don't have the combo. The 3rd Snoop. Okay. But we have the Flage for that. So that's good. And we draw Guide of Souls. Alright, let's play Flooded Strand, Sacred Foundry, play Guide of Souls, Flage, kill the Snoop, into cat, attack with cat, make a bunch of cats. Alright, so they have 1 turn. And there we go. I'm very lucky to draw that Wrath at this guy's. Alright, welcome to the final match. We're on the draw, and this hand is pretty medium. We could Surveil turn 1, turn 2 a Johnny, turn 3 Flage, with Thraben Charm being a flex card. It's hard to say. I'm gonna try it. In the blind, this is kind of hard to evaluate, I'd say. It's like medium-ish, but it's like acceptable. Like imagine if Flage is amazing, if we're against a graveyard deck, Johnny's good against control decks, Flooded Strand, Sacred Foundry. Is this the mirror? It's the mirror, okay. We draw the Ocelot Pride turn 1, so I guess we're gonna play that out. Mirror, play versus draw comes down to how many times you can cast Flage and just kind of overwhelm the board. Let's see if they have a removal for Pride. They just have a Johnny. So they can get in for 1. So we can Thraben Charm a Johnny, but that's not getting rid of Guide of Souls. Draw another land, which I don't really want to see. I think we're going to shock this in. So we can Thraben Charm, kill Guide of Souls, pass. We can a Johnny pass. Yeah, that's just a Johnny. I'm thinking a Johnny's good because we'll have a lot of creatures for Thraben Charm if they pump Guide of Souls. Hopefully they don't flip their Johnny. It's close. This is going to come down to like very close measures. And again, play versus draw, super dependent. If we had the play, we could Flage everything here. Is this another Johnny? Okay, they had the Thraben Charm. Pretty funny. Enter Surveil Land. So they can attack with the cat and then flip a Johnny. We'll pass. We'll let that go. We have a Guide of Souls. Let's just Flage. Let's Flage there, Johnny. And then pass. I think it's fine to leave Guide of Souls right now. They didn't play a creature last turn. We also could have attacked with the cat token, I guess. See what their follow-up play is. Alright, they have the Ocelot Pride. Into removal, it looks like. Ooh. Yeah, their hand's very good. Now they can give this flying. Alright, they get him for 3. Another Guide of Souls. Would be amazing with cat, but we don't have that. Play land. I guess we... We have to Thraben Charm this, and then just play double Guide of Souls. Sacred Foundry. Good Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls. Cast Thraben Charm. Kill their Guide of Souls. And we can't attack because of their Ocelot Pride, so we'll just chill. They still have 2 cards in hand, now 3. No Flages yet. Another Ajani. Pretty good. Hopefully no follow-up. We can Flage their Ajani. Tap land. Good for us. They do attack with the cats. We're gonna let that happen because they could always plus, and then we're just screwed. Voice of Victory. We only have 4 cards in the yard, so we're gonna just hardcast Flage. Kill Ajani. Next turn we can bring Ajani back. I'll attack with 1 guide. Give it flying. They have 1 card in hand, and then so do we. But we have Flages in the yard, so we're going to get to escape Flage next turn and kill Ocelot Pride. Static Prison, pretty good. They can eat this Guide of Souls. And they have a lot of energy, so we're not getting that back anytime soon. Into, ooh, okay, well, 2 very good top decks here. They can't gain life this turn. I don't know what this attack is. We've got Goblin Bombardment. Okay, so let's just bring out Flage, I guess. They did get to draw 2 new cards, so that's the only scary part. Eat Ocelot Pride, and then we just have to pass. We have Voice and Bombardment combo too. Guide of Souls. It all depends on how well they drew. And they drew pretty well. Bunch of action, so they get to kill our guide. And they're actually going to get to flash it back next turn. And we draw a Johnny. Ooh, okay. That's pretty good. Cast Goblin Bombardment. Cast the Johnny. The problem is they are going to get back Flage. So let's attack. Kill their Guide of Souls. And they just take it. So we can't flip a Johnny yet, because if they get this back, they just kill it. So we'll just pass. They have 1 card in hand. Looks like they're going to bring back Flage here. Okay. Flage comes back. See what it targets. Targets us. Makes sense. No attacks. Arena of Glory. So we'll play that out. So we can actually haste Voice of Victory, sack the tokens, kill Flage, target Flage with Flage. I think that's the play. So stack it like this. We'll move to combat. Attack like this. Flage, Flage. Deal 3 there. And then we can just ping Flage a bunch. Then we can flip a Johnny. And they can double block. They're choosing not to. I don't know why. So they do that. They have 3 in the yard. 4. They could have 5 in the yard if they wanted to. We'll 0. We'll ping them. I don't want to kill Spyro. Alright, Static Prison. They could let Static Prison go to the yard if they want to bring back Flage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they find the fetch land that could let them escape it. Oh no, they have another Flage. So they can eat our Johnny. That's fine. We get another turn with Flage. We draw another Flage. So let's think. This represents 4 damage. Okay, they just concede. We attack for 6. If we ping this, we make 2 things. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ping them. Yeah, they're dead on board. Alright, so against the mirror, you want Ghost Vacuum, you want Rat the Skies, and I think that's it. You don't really want Wear Tear. You could bring that in against their Fables, but we didn't see Fable. We only saw Static. You can take out Ragavans. Probably all 4 for these 3, and probably Wear Tear. We'll try that. And this is a 4-land hand, but we have a good curve, so we'll try it on the draw. Sacred Foundry, untapped, Guide of Souls. We're very fortunate to win on the draw. Maybe we can pull it off again. Ocelot Pride number 2. We'll play that. Hopefully they don't have the Ocelot Pride to follow it up. They have another Guide of Souls. 1-land hand? Oh man, I thought they had a 1-lander. Got excited there. They keep a card on top though. Oof, another land's not good. Let's go Flooded Strand, Plains, Voice, and pass. I guess I kept a land on top, I'm assuming. If they attack, do we double block? Maybe. Oh no, they have the static prison. Okay. For Ocelot Pride. Oh, and discharge? Ugh. Down to 2 cards in hand. They're attacking with 2 Guide of Souls. They use the energy. Okay. We draw our own Guide of Souls. Pretty good. Go Guide, Pride, and then we'll just surveil with this and see how long this lives. We get our other Ocelot Pride back. That was a weird static prison for them to use that ability like that. I don't know if they knew what they were doing when they hit yes, Ragavan. See, that's why you board all of these out, because this is just like a dead card. I got them energy, that's about it. Into a Johnny, oof, lots of energy. Okay, I mean, maybe they don't care, but we're gonna be getting a lot of energy as well, a lot of life. So they actually get the hit for 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeez, okay. Let's see how much life we can gain. Would love removal for a Johnny, so that way we can attack with the Ocelot Prides. Down to 6, down to 5. Ghost Vacuum, no good. Removal? That's removal. Best kind of removal. Kill a Johnny, gain some life. I think we just attack with 1 cat. They attack for 8, but we're going to gain a bunch of life. Pay the energy. We're going to get to make a bunch of cats here. Go back up to 16. They play a land. We do have Flage in the yard. We have a Johnny. See if they attack. They do attack. Go down to 8. What's their follow-up? What's their last card? Thraben Charm? It is. Okay, so they get rid of our Flage. Go back down to 7. Surveil. Land to the yard. We draw. Another land. Oof. All right, let's play a Johnny. I don't think they can win this race with 2 life-linking Ocelot Prides attacking. Attack with these. Put it on this one. I guess we should attack with everything to flip a Johnny, but we don't have a red card, so it doesn't really matter. Play the land. Make a million cats. We get to swing out next turn, so maybe we should have attacked with all the cats, actually. That was probably a punt. Oh, another Guide of Souls. I don't think they can attack anymore. They are attacking with Ragavan. Don't know why. Yeah, now we flip a Johnny, and we get to +1 all the cats and win. All right, so that was Boros Energy featuring the new Voice of Victory in Modern. I still can't believe we lost our 5-0 to the easiest matchup in the meta, but it happens sometimes. We were able to get some lucky top decks against Goblins, and we stole both games in the mirror on the draw. So when it comes to evaluating Voice of Victory, I thought it was pretty solid. Like we talked about before, it's really good with Goblin Bombardment. It just synergizes really well with the deck. And the fact that it has Teferi subtext is just a bonus. Moving forward, I don't know if I'd want the set. Maybe 2 to 3. Maybe you could have some on the sideboard against more control decks. Usually against control decks, you're not really worried about counters as much as you are against board wipes. So Voice of Victory doesn't do too much there. It is nice that it's a must answer because they can't do anything on your turn, so you get to do whatever you want. And having that feeling of security feels really nice, right? But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this Boros Energy video. If you want to see more energy content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.